Hey, D, I'm gonna bring us in as soon as the 4 o'clock hit when I do the intro. What's up? What's up, everybody?
What's good?
Waiting on Michelle to come in. Got people, okay, people hitting on YouTube talking about they about to check it out.
Come on with it.
Um,
Did you
that's what
give
I'm.
did you give your boy my message?
Um,
The clown that said that he'd be having me stuff.
oh, I ain't seen them.
Oh yeah, of course.
But you know
Boy,
what? I mean, hey, I've told him to go on the link onto the
he
page.
don't want to do that.
Yeah,
He
you
don't want to.
know, a lot of, you know what, a lot of people talk a lot of stuff and talk about debates, but the only way you could really know if you could debate with somebody is to debate with them. You know, I mean, if you feel like you could get somebody, you shouldn't be scared to come and get that person. But hey, yeah, okay, Michelle says she coming in.
Yeah, I saw it.
You know, but other than that, man, you know, I don't want to hear you say you want to debate with me, or you think you would get me. Just
I
do it.
mean, everybody got a lot to say when they typing, but I like, man, fuck that. Let's have a conversation. You know, Ontavious Perkins, what's good? How you doing?
That's my boy Tave. His wife should be getting on too.
Mm.
Don't cheat us in the numbers now.
Didn't I met Tate before,
You
right?
met him at the house
Yeah,
at
yeah,
my
yeah.
brother's house. Okay. Shells is saying your. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. We got the
Oh,
trio in the
We
house.
good.
what's up?
Yo, where your New York skyscraper background at?
It's right here.
Oh, I about to say, did it fall already?
You know what? You know what? I kind of literally just woke up and let's get into it. You trying to make fun of me, sir?
You know what? Hey, y'all want to get into it? Well, let's go and get into it. We're gonna talk about this place right here called Chicago.
Chicago. Okay.
Here we go, David.
Well, you know what? And I got the video. I've been, man, trust me, I've been working effortlessly trying to download this video, and I cannot do it. But
You talking about them? You talking about them Teenage Mutant Nigga Turtles?
Man,
Teenage New what?
yes, you that shooting in broad daylight,
Right.
and I mean, we about to get to world.
I'm not shocked.
I mean,
Nothing
what
shocks me
do you
anymore.
expect when your girl Kim Fox is letting everybody out for a ham sandwich?
A goofy ass.
Well,
She,
I'm waiting on Denise Hobbs to get on today because I've actually said that I'm voting for Pat O'Brien, and y'all never heard me say who I was voting for. But I'm voting for Pat O'Brien.
I'm not
Who
in
is
Cook
that?
County no more, so it don't even matter.
I know.
Who is that? Who is that?
He running
Stacey
against
Turner. He running against your girl for Stacey Turner.
Yeah,
Oh. Why are you voting for him, sir?
because he's running against Kim Fox.
The same reason I'm voting for whoever run against Trump.
Exactly.
Just because. Just because. Now,
Misha Bronner.
Now this is a question though. So say if
Miss
you
Bronner,
vote,
hey, what's good?
you vote
That's
for
right. That's Kay's wife.
you vote for the
Okay.
dude that's going against Kim Fox, and then you vote for whoever going against Trump. What if the situation is worse?
Then I'll just try it out.
I mean, here's the thing: you don't know about.
That's a good question.
I mean, it's a good question, but here's the reality: we know what we got coming with Trump.
Yeah.
And we know
Why would you want to fuck with that? You know what I'm saying? We know that this motherfucker's trying to put us back in chains. Talking about make America great again. He mean make black people slaves again.
Yeah.
Man. And
I'm just asking a question.
You know.
And see, D's lucky to an extent because see these Teenage Mutant Nigga Turtles are in Cook County, the ones that Fox let now. But you know, just like any other coronavirus, them niggas might just try to.
Now, you know why? Because when the rioting came out, and I was like, "Yo, man, go to the white people neighborhood, fuck they shit up. Why you fucking up your neighborhood, man? They ain't going for that out there." So you ain't really about that life. You just claim that you about that life. Because it you know, if you really wanted that smoke, you go out there regardless, be like, yo, we finna do this. Fuck that. Kind of like them brothers went and marched to the KKK headquarters in Stone Mountain, Georgia, and stood right in front of them. It's like, yo, we here. What's up? Y'all killing black people at 8:00. We killing white people at 8:05. What's happening?
I need to find out who them brothers are, because man, I'm ready to join right
the
now.
NFAC, not fucking around coalition.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying we need that version.
I swear I'm trying to join these motherfuckers.
Man. So man, you know, we since we on violence and stupid shit in Atlanta, man, look, remember that a day and time where if somebody was with their mother, grandmother, or children, you probably didn't kill them then.
Mm-hmm.
But in Atlanta,
you talking about somebody you want to get and they with their family, you wouldn't fuck with it, is like a code or something.
Yeah. Right. Well, first of all, that code been thrown away long time ago.
So yeah. I want to show you all a video, man. This I don't know what this brother did. I don't know what he said, but when y'all see this video, man, this shit almost brought tears to my eyes. Here we go.
Wow.
So the brother was walking with his.
I thought you showed this last week.
No, I just downloaded this video.
I seen the video then. I seen
I saw it.
Horrible.
Definitely saw it.
He was walking with his 6-year-old daughter. I don't know. It was definitely a hit. And I don't get it, man. You know, this little girl, one, thank God you didn't hit the little girl But unfortunately, this little girl will be traumatized for the rest of her life. And I was listening to that.
What's good, Helene Jones?
Hey, Helene.
Hello.
I was listening to that clown, Don Lemon, right? And he was talking to what's the bodybuilder, the gay actor, what bodybuilder, always in some type of fruity stuff. He was in Friday, wasn't Friday.
Oh, you talking about
Terry Crews?
Terry Crews.
Yeah.
And Terry,
you called him a gay bodybuilder.
You said he always did some fruity stuff.
Man, y'all seen the movies and the commercial and stuff. He act gay too perfectly.
At first, I thought he was talking about the other dude that was in.
He's going Devo.
Yeah, no. Ving Rhames.
No. So, but Terry Crews and Don Lemonade was talking, and Don Lemon was like, Terry Crews was asking, well, what about the black on black violence? You know, Black Lives Matter said they don't, you know, they not touching that because that has nothing to do with the police. But he's saying if Black Lives Matter should matter to everybody. Don Lemon was like,
all the time.
He said, well, no, that's not part of their mission statement. Their mission statement is strictly about the police, which is a lie because
no, it's not.
We read their mission statement and it's more than just the police. They talk about the homosexual community too. But black on black crime is not an issue.
As a matter of fact, the only reason why Black Lives Matter exists is because of the homosexual undertones associated with it. Yeah, my son made a good point. There you go. You put it on the screen. Yeah.
That first sentence, I'm not saying that it don't go hand in hand, but I don't think that can necessarily be true.
You got some people who got street sense that ain't got common sense. So yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of dumb street.
I mean, case in point, the video. Dude probably had plenty of street sense, but you ain't have enough common sense not to know that you with your daughter, that might not be the move.
But here's the thing: they
don't care about the kids. That's the number one thing.
But see, we don't really know why he was shot. Was it because what were they targeting him? Because it looked like the car was turning and he stopped. Maybe he yelled out something, or was this from some past shit?
Man, when I saw that, it looked like one of them. The way the car stopped and everything, it looked like one of them. There go that nigga right there. That's what it looked like to me.
And that's what it looked like. But I mean, we don't.
I mean, we'll never know. Ain't like it was no sound to it or nothing like that. But back to I saw the interview that you're talking about because I am a CNN faithful watcher. To be honest with you, I watch a lot of shit that I don't even like. I watch MSNBC and I watch Fox just so I can have something to compare it to. But I saw what Don Lemon was saying, but I didn't agree with it because, like you said, when he said that, when he called himself quoting what Black Lives Matter's mission was, I was like, okay, you're totally off key. That is not what their entire mission is, and that there's a problem. I did see what he was saying. That now here's the thing. Now, if Black Lives Matter's whole mission was to curb the police's response to the black community, okay, I could ride with that because that's your mission. But that ain't the whole mission. All you got to do is go to the website. You can see what the fuck the mission
is. Exactly.
Man, is that their mission after? Because what was that? 2 to 3 weeks ago when I was on here talking about what their mission is.
Not only that, but
ain't got shit to do. It's not
David read the mission off.
Heterosexual males. Because
David read the mission damn near as soon as they came out. He did research on them. So I mean, we've been beating this drum for the last 4 years at a minimum. So anybody that watches our show who claims that they don't know what Black Lives Matter is, okay, you did. Number one, you obviously don't watch the show on the regular, or you're lying. Because it seems like every few months we have to bring this back to y'all attention about what the fuck it is instead of, because a lot of people just hold on to the older Black Lives Matter and we gotta support this. Okay, well, know what you support.
this is my thing. I feel like I'm all about Black Lives Matter. I'm all about the saying. The only saying I'm not about is I can't breathe, because words have power.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, all words have power, and I feel like it could push a narrative, but I feel like all words have power. So if you keep saying I can't breathe, they're going to push that narrative, and then you're going to see it all the time, and then, you know, you attracting that shit to your life. Why you think we got to be wearing these fucking masks and all this bullshit? But I'm all for Black Lives mattering. I just don't necessarily,
especially since I'm black.
Right, yeah. You know, I just don't fuck with their narrative, because it's bullshit. It's actually hindering us more than it's helping us, honestly, if you really take a look into it and dive deep. But a lot of people won't rock with that, or think that I'm being, you know, against it. And I'm not against the message of Black Lives Mattering in my sense, and that means all Black lives. But they making it seem like it's just for their particular agenda. So how can you say Black Lives Matter when you know within their mission statement and they're about, it's not all Black lives? Because if they pushing exclusivity for shit that ain't got to do, let's think about it. You had the George Floyd, you had the Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown, Sandra Bland. You mean to tell me your mission statement is towards the trans community? Not saying anything bad about the trans community, but for last I heard, I don't think Trayvon Martin was a transsexual. He was a young man. I don't think Michael Brown was a transsexual. He was a young man. I don't think George Floyd was a transsexual. So,
but they just use those.
That makes no fucking sense. Exactly.
To push the narrative. So I agree with Portia Ellison. Black Lives Matter should not.
That's my sister.
Black Lives Matter, because hey,
so y'all know.
Oh, that little sis.
Yeah. She was a lovely co-host not too long ago.
Right.
Hey sis, if you want to jump on, you know, Shell's got the link. You could go on and send her that link. She can come jump in. You know.
Facts.
You know.
If you want to come on, let me know.
I'm like, me and my son. He's like, yo, I think we all agree with this. He said, I agree with Black Lives Matter, but I could care less about the organization.
Exactly.
Yeah, because it's bullshit.
You know, I could care less about the organization, for real.
It's bullshit.
So see, here's the thing. Saying Black Lives Matter is the same thing as saying defund the police, right? And I say, and I compare them to this. Defund the police, it was a catchy phrase, but that's not what they meant. See, Black Lives Matter is a catchy phrase, but that ain't really what the organization means.
Right.
A lot of people that are saying defund the police don't even understand it in the sense of it anyway. Because
they want to defund the police until they gotta call them motherfuckers.
Right.
Did y'all ever see the video with the white people? They was marching defund the police. The man came out with that chainsaw, and they was like, somebody call the police.
You know, it's your voice right there. I'm like, what the hell? What? This some regular David shit. What the hell?
I'm gonna see if I can download it real quick so I can play it. But that shit was funny.
Oh my God. And David, I just came upon something that I also want to share in midst of what I sent you earlier about what I want to talk about when it's my time. So you know.
Let me ask you all this, because I don't know if y'all got it on your end. Do y'all have it up there where you could put banners, brand, and stuff like that on the side?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Say it again. I had a technical AT&T bullshit
like
difficulty.
Comments, banners, brand, and stuff like that. Do y'all have that on the side?
No, sir.
Okay.
We're giving y'all a lot of behind the scenes shit right now.
Yeah. My sister said, "Oh no, she look crazy. She not." You could come on without
you
showing
can come
your
on
face.
Without the video. I'm pretty sure you looking good and bad, mad and sad at the same time.
If anybody wants to jump,
I put that shit under one of her pictures one time.
If anybody wants to jump on, you can get on and voice your opinion. You don't necessarily have to show your video. It allows you to show like a blank spot, or you could probably put a picture there too, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to show it and fuck that all up. But this is what it would look like if you came on with the video.
Right, there you go. Go ahead,
Get
that production.
I'm like, this nigga kicked himself out?
Yeah, he kicked himself off. But so the Black Lives Matter, I fuck with the saying, I want our people to win because, and I want our people to win. This is how I'm feeling. Racism ain't going nowhere, okay? For the people that think that that want equality in a sense of wanting acceptance at the same time, sorry to disappoint you, but that's a dream deferred, okay? I'm all about getting the equality when it comes to the police against Black people when they are in the wrong. I'm also for us not killing us, because that just helps push the narrative of police brutality, because it's kind of like, in a childhood sense, monkey see, monkey do. You know what I'm saying? If you don't value your own lives, how do you expect somebody else to place value, or at least the minuscule of respect, on someone else's life if you don't do your own? So not only is it just against, racist people or people in places of authority that can be racist to bring that narrative to a community, it's also people within your community adding to that shit. So not only do we have to hit outside forces, it has to be internally as well. And you can't necessarily be mad at the fact that, I don't need y'all in my kitchen, to be mad at the fact that they really out here killing us if you can't even get your shit together internally. And that's not to dismiss what they doing. When you say something like that, that's not to dismiss what they're doing, but get it to fucking together. We can't even come together for no simple shit, to support each other, to really be there for each other, without there being the niggas that ain't there for us. Because just everybody that's skin folk and kinfolk. So there are a lot of Black people that you should not necessarily have to rock with, because they might not even be on the agenda of loving themselves and their people. So just because they Black, don't mean they for Black people. That's number one too. So for me, the Black Lives Matter, the narrative is a bullshit. But the saying is good, the narrative is bullshit. Especially what they trying to push. You mean to tell me that you rocking with an organization that's literally being funded by a motherfucking demon? Are you kidding me? Wake the fuck up. Come on now. How? How can you allow that shit to go on? How can you see that people are literally putting the facts in front of your face and you still are accepting the bullshit? Like, okay, not saying that she is, and I'm not trying to put her out there, but when our fellow listeners is saying that, what else do we have? I feel like we could have something else, but Black people can't even fucking get it together and agree on something that makes fucking sense, because they so brain dead to the fact that you following some bullshit. And that's just plain and simple. That's how I'm gonna put it. Like it how I say it, don't like it, so fucking what? It's bullshit. What you do? Oh, I just saw some circles and shit. Damn, AT&T. That's because they know I'm talking about some real shit. They don't want me to say it.
They don't want you to put it out.
Black lives. They said she's not for the Black people. I'm all for the Black people, but I'm all for the Black people, but in a real sense of the word, not to placate to the lives of motherfuckers when that's not really what you aiming for. And on top of that, the 3 co-founders of this fucking organization are not even for Black people. If you look it up, and you should, they are Marxists. Marxism, if you look that up, is towards communism. So get your fucking mind right. It is a fucking mind control going on out here, baby. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So
I know what Black Life ain't mattering right now because she lady shit. What the fuck is Sam, man?
Sam was on here earlier.
Oh, I thought she was on there. She on here?
She was on here earlier when I.
Okay, yeah, she was on there. Okay, my bad, Sam. Yeah. If you ain't on, then your shit don't matter right now.
Damn, son.
I like what your son say.
Right.
People have to do their research. Facebook don't count.
And to be honest with you, sometimes Google don't count either because it's all intertwined. It's all intertwined. They gonna show you
gotta know you gotta know how to cross reference. That's where that schooling come in at. And
right.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta take a look.
And I ain't talking about college school, and they teach you how to cross reference shit in high school. They asked you to pay attention. You know what I'm saying?
Paid attention.
So,
are you serious? I ain't paying attention to shit.
Right, but you know what? That's a key. One thing that Delon said was we have to do the research, and even then, if you don't agree, that's fine. We agree to disagree. The problem is that when you say something against whatever the popular move is right now,
right,
i.e. Black Lives Matter, if you disagree with it, it's automatically a problem. Why is it a problem? And find out why I disagree with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it like if I have a problem with you with something you say, if I can't articulate it, I probably won't say anything. But if I can come at you with fact and verse, chapter and verse as to why I don't agree with you, I'm gonna give it to you. Now,
right?
You don't have to get. But here's what happens when you corner people like that. They get offended. They get defensive, and it becomes a bigger problem. You know what I'm saying? Don't be mad at me just because I can back my shit up.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. Because I feel like with all the information we know, with all the information we put on this show about it, with everything that we've looked at on our own, that I've looked at on my own, if you can't come, well, you can always come with a reason of why you like it, because at the end of the day, that's your opinion. Don't necessarily mean that your opinion is fact.
We got Miss Portia in the house.
Sis.
I was like, you know what?
Oh shit!
No makeup on. I'm just looking all natural out here. Okay.
Hey,
you look good.
This is too good for me to not join.
That's good. The family in the building.
Ain't nothing but fam. Yo, looking all good and bad at the same time.
Oh shit!
When Michelle sent me the link, I was asleep. I literally was just asleep. I was like, let me just get up. Wash my face.
Blast a little water.
Wash your face.
Get the corona out of your eye.
I woke up like this,
Brush them teeth.
None of that.
So what you got for?
We got Sis on here. She's been on the show before, so if you watch the show, you've seen Sis on the show.
Right. Unless you've been living under a rock, bitch. But but sis, I want you to touch on like how you feel about the Black Lives Matter and what's your point on that?
I love you, sister. But
nah, keep going.
At this point, how I feel about Black Lives Matter, I don't even want to hear it. Because what it stands for, because of what the organization has done to it. It's like, I'm not for it. We need to find something else, right? Like, other than chanting Black Lives Matter because of what that organization has done to the saying by naming their organization after that and knowing that that's not what they stood for from the beginning. I think it's crazy because they used it. I think it's more than crazy that they used it because they know that they in bed with the devil.
Facts.
And they know what their mission is, and they know that they went into it like, like I could see the three of them like, we gonna use Black Lives Matter to get everybody on board, but we ain't for that shit. Like, we doing this for what we doing this for, but we know that in order to get somewhere, we need to ride this wave. And it's like, you know, it's messed up because Black lives do matter. It always has. And for them to use the name Black Lives Matter and know damn well because they're Black, that's not what they stand for. Like they basically just using and abusing, and it's not cool. Like so I don't stand for the saying. I don't chant it. I don't see it. When I see it, I'm disgusted.
I agree with the saying because I believe in the theory because we're Black. I do believe Black Lives Matter, but the organization,
right?
I don't agree with.
I do believe in the saying, yes, but at this point, it's like I don't want to say it because of the organization, right? So once you hear it,
because the
you
stipulation of
automatically
connection.
relate it to that, right? So now here I'm now because I'm the type of person like I'm very black or white. There's no gray areas with me, so it's like I'm here. I'm looking on my Instagram, and I'm just like, I'm trying to find the snakes in the grass because there's so many people who are hashtagging BML and saying they are part of Black Lives Matter. And I'm like, how much into this are you? Like, how are you really a part of it? Because if you are, then it's like, I'm not fucking with you.
Right. How deep are you in it?
Right. Are you saying that for clout?
Here's where the rabbit hole gets deep, right? So Black Lives Matter is funded by George Soros. Antifa's funded by George Soros. Mm-hmm. The motherfuckers who helped facilitate the riots that interrupted the protesting were funded by George Soros. And they put his ass on blast on video asking where the fuck their money was. So how can you fund Black Lives Matter and then also fund the destruction of Black neighborhoods and communities?
At the same fucking time.
Unless it's an underlay for the overplay. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
it is an underlay for the overplay.
With a white Jew telling you what to do.
Here we go with this nigga in the lyrics and shit.
Here we go. All right, nigga. Didn't you see what they did to your boy?
Who?
Jackson. Now this nigga had to apologize to the whole world and shit.
Who you talking about?
The wide receiver from Philly.
What he do?
The nigga started talking about this. What? Yo, this nigga went as far as to start talking about Hitler. Man, look, that's a Pandora's box you don't want to start opening.
Hey, yeah,
you know what I
mean? They forced that nigga to apologize, but while we on Black Lives Matter, so did you all hear about the shooting in Detroit and the protest that was going on?
They always shooting in Detroit. What you talking about?
I was about to say, which one?
I'm talking about the police shooting in Detroit.
Oh, okay. I mean, because I know you're a Detroit fan, so
wow,
you would know what's going on in Detroit.
I'm
here in Chicago. I know what's going on here in Chicago. But go ahead.
My brother was telling me about this yesterday on my way to work. So I'm gonna show y'all this video. Then I'm gonna tell y'all what they said. So here we go.
Fuck you Richard for, man? Shot fired!
I was like, nigga, how many times we gonna watch this motherfucker, man?
No. That was actually good. The angles and then the audio.
Initially, I just saw that last angle. That's the only angle I saw initially.
Okay.
But the 3 angles, because what people were saying was he shot at the police and then dropped the gun. Then the police started shooting. That nigga was still shooting as he was being shot.
Yeah, because I'm like, why was the other guy running back?
How about this? You shoot at me one time. I'm not trying to figure out if you drop it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to eliminate that threat. I don't give a fuck whether you drop the gun. You shouldn't have never pulled it.
Of Detroit yesterday because of that shooting, and they said that they literally, the man's sister came on and said he did not have a gun. He was reaching for.
She fucking ran away.
First of all, he didn't have a gun.
Pull up, she was
look, if he didn't have a gun, that's one ashy nigga. Because some smoke definitely came from his hand.
She said he was reaching for a cell phone.
Yeah. Well, your cell phone.
That
well,
cell phone.
Your cell phone hot.
We got Miss Tanya jumping on.
Yeah.
Okay. What's up?
Shit.
Birthday
to Yo.
What's up, people?
Good.
It's a party in the building. It's a party.
That's good.
And that must be little Tanya.
Hey, Theory. So yeah, did you see the video just now, T?
Yeah, well, I was confused. What the fuck?
So in Detroit, this happened in Detroit, and they ran up on these dudes. But one of the dudes turned around, pulled out a gun, was shooting. But they did.
You were being arrested,
right? Then they did a Black Lives Matter protest, and for what?
Because yo, God forbid you shoot at me and I shoot you back. Ain't my fault that you can't aim, nigga.
Right.
My issue is this, right? So now here we go with the ignorant niggas, right? Because there's a difference between black people and niggas. And niggas is going to use this whole Black Lives Matter as a reason to say, oh, we could just do dumb shit and be reckless now.
Exactly.
Right.
Hence the first picture that David put up with niggas in the shootout at an off ramp on the expressway right here in Chicago.
Yeah.
This is just yesterday.
Crazy.
The thing is, they've been doing dumb shit. They just getting away with it. They just don't give a fuck now. They just doing it whatever.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more here in New York.
NYPD released shocking surveillance video of a shooting in Brownsville, Brooklyn that killed a man and injured a woman. You can see the suspect walk up to a man last night on New Lots Avenue, pull out a gun, and start firing as people scatter. The gunman then turned and walked away. This happened last night on New Lots Avenue. A 20-year-old man fatally shot in the head. A 36-year-old woman is recovering from gunshots to her arm and torso. So far, no arrests.
Wow.
Oh, that's normal. Let me tell y'all something.
Oh, y'all G'd up in New York, boy.
Before
The nigga didn't even run away. He just walked away.
Yo, sis, tell him what it is.
Let me tell you what it is. Okay, let's go back to Detroit, right? We know, like, before we watched it, we was like, well, it's Detroit, right? So again, this is how this is gonna play out because of the Black Lives Matter and George Floyd is really what kicked everything off, right? So now, because we're exposing racism, we're also exposing nigga shit. Before, the nigga shit been going on, but it never hit the news.
Right.
Nobody
And
cares.
that happened not too far from me. That's in Brooklyn. This is regular Brooklyn shit.
But here's
I was just there last summer visiting my sister. I know.
But here's
okay,
the problem.
right.
You
But
got
now
these
we gotta be careful because that's what the media wants, and that's what the government wants, right? Because remember, the media is in bed with the government, right? So it's like, all right, they want to keep crying about racism. Let's show the shit they do to each other.
Facts.
So
here's the problem.
We could try to divert, from what the real problem is.
Right. But
Facts.
you notice back in the day, most of this shooting shit was going on at night. Now, all 4 stories happen in broad daylight.
I mean, not really, because I remember when I was like 6, and I lived on Quincy, and I walked, the corner store was on the corner of Nostrand and Quincy, and I was walking to the corner, and as on my way to the corner, I heard back, and I still walked to the corner, and right in front of the corner store, nigga domed. I'm 6. And I seen brain.
I had to keep on your mic because the noise was getting loud back there.
But you know what though? What, you know, roaches normally don't come out until you turn off the lights, right?
Normally.
But once they get comfortable in the house, they just come out. They don't give a fuck.
Right.
And that's what's happening right now. Niggas used to do shit in the dead of night under the cover of darkness. Now they getting bold enough. They just don't give a fuck.
Right.
They coming out with company over there.
The freaks come out at night. What?
You know?
Yeah, so I definitely agree with sis with it being a distraction. We talked about media distraction before on the show a while back, and it's definitely true and extremely valid, especially in this moment in time with everything going on, blocking out the true, issue of what's going on in the world right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, you know what? I want to address the comment when he was talking about Deshaun Jackson didn't lie and that he wouldn't apologize, right? Okay. So here's the situation. I'm kind of tired. Hey, I'm kind of tired.
What's this popping noise?
I don't know. Yeah.
Somebody. Oh wait, everybody got to one by one to see who it is.
It's your ass, T.
Yeah. We was fine. We was fine till your ass got on here.
I keep trying. My kids keep following me.
Right?
But look, here's the situation with the Jewish community, right? We as Black people, instead of looking at them and ostracizing them and talking about what they do, this, that, and other, we need to look at that as like a blueprint. They went through the Holocaust, and you know what they said? They said, we're not doing this no more. This shit won't happen to us no more. Right. So
it's never gonna happen.
They went to school. They sent their kids to school with specific goals in mind. You're gonna be a doctor. You're gonna be a lawyer. You're gonna be a businessman, and they interwove themselves into these industries.
Right.
Well, may I?
That's not me, people. I'm sorry.
It's not me either.
My mic. My mic was muted. It wasn't me.
David, it's you. It's David.
It's David Goofass. It's David Goofass.
Right.
Now, how the damn producer of the motherfucking show?
Now the producer shit fucked up.
I'm
Man, see, when
my
I produce
kids
the
and
show, we
everything.
have all these problems.
You can't have me.
Yeah, give me that back.
When I was producing the show, we ain't had any problems. We fucked around and gave this nigga some money.
Well, this.
Hey, anybody got a problem with the producer? Here's how I feel.
My name's Skeeter Mills.
My name's Skeeter Mills.
First of all, I don't see that dude had to be a crackhead. Cause ain't no nigga named Skeeter that hit me with nothing and walk away from me. It's not gonna happen. Nigga, your name's Skeeter. I'm about to beat the dog shit out of you.
Right.
The ghetto.
Your mama gave you a nickname of Skeeter. You're not tough.
Skeeter.
Or maybe he is, because with a nickname like that, you kind of got to know how to fight.
Right. He got anger issues.
We got problems. But yeah, so I just to finish touching on this Black Lives Matter shit. Like I said, I love the saying of it, but what's really going on behind the scenes of this shit? Because think about it. Maybe people don't even know. George Soros also funds any organization that's trying to or protest. He also funds the Pride, the LGBTQ motherfucking people. So it's like, come on now, people. Let's wake the fuck up. Black Lives Matter, cool. But not with all this other shit going on.
I'm just, as a black man, I'm just tired of people piggybacking and hitching their wagon to our shit.
Right.
You know, and then we get pushed further down the rung, and they shit gets uplifted. The minute we say, "Hey, wait, what? This shit is about us now. We got a problem. We need to stop doing too much." And it's not, no, fuck that. I'm like, look, you could be gay, you could be whatever, but you can't be in my struggle over here. Because guess what? I was born black. I can't hide the fact that I'm black. You know what I'm saying? If you chose to, you could hide the fact that you're gay. Right? I can't hide the fact that I'm black. As soon as I walk out that door, there's no doubt in your motherfucking mind what I am.
Right.
Yeah. And then they want to change it from Black Lives Matter to all lives matter.
I agree with Juwan wholeheartedly on this.
Who's this young man that comment is up?
This is my oldest son.
No. Okay, yes and no. And I'm gonna tell you this because I work for a bank that's predominantly Jewish. They talk crazy. You just got to be around them. And I think that's the issue too. Like there's a perception of these people that they've overcome something and they're better than. And it's not true because they talk about
you breaking up, Paul.
Yeah. And you know what? You are exactly right. Go ahead.
Portia, you breaking up.
So I don't know how.
Well, is that my shit?
It might be your shit,
David.
It's probably you.
Yeah, she seems to be fine over here on my shit.
I mean, you the one staticking and all that.
Still got static and shit going on.
And all the videos.
And all the videos.
Cause see, look. Is he out? Or are we still?
Oh shit! Suge then left the building.
Look, it's no static, right?
That nigga said, "Ain't no show."
Right.
Bitch.
But listen,
the show still goes on.
And I've talked to.
I was still here. I can still hear y'all.
Talk about other Hasidic Jews.
I can still hear y'all. I was still in the background.
Portia's talking, man. Portia's kicking knowledge. Shut up.
And Borough Park and this one. It's crazy how they talk about each other too. And I just sit there and I'm like, in Jeopardy. Okay.
But you know what? A lot of people have misconceptions.
Like I said, it's a perspective thing.
Yeah.
Right, because it's a perception thing from outside looking in. Because growing up in a part of Crown Heights, I used to see how they were tight-knit in their community. And it's just that they have absolutely blocked everyone else out, right? So like to what you were saying, they have their kids go and be doctors and lawyers, true, but that was how it was and still is to a certain extent because they have gotten past that point to where they now have taught their kids how to be successful in the regular world, and within their world there's still a little bit of issues there, right? But they also have their own schools now. They have their own everything. They have their own police in Brooklyn. Like it's unbelievable. They have their own museum. Like the Brooklyn Children's Museum is blocks away from the Jewish Children's Museum. So it's like, you know, they just want to make sure they separate themselves from everyone else, and it's not about just stick it together for their community. It's because they truly believe that they're better than everyone else. Like they will not work with anyone else other than their own.
But you know what? You know who else do that? Asians.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? Because
but like the traditional Asians, because now the different generations of Asians, because I have Asian friends, they want to be us.
Yeah,
they want to be that.
Exactly right.
They're not for that. They're not for what they family members before them are for. And the same thing with the Indians, right? Because the Hindus are very similar in tradition, and some of them keep it going and some of them don't. And now it gets to my point of racist, right? Because you have racist white people who some of them continue on that tradition position where a lot of them are like, I'm not for that. No.
But you know what?
That's
You
not
know,
cool.
but you know what's funny is that, and a lot of black people don't, like I tell people, I say it all the time. There's a difference between people who fuck with you and who just tolerate you, right?
Right.
You can be a fan of black
Right.
culture and not be a fan of black people. You
This
know what
is
I'm saying?
absolutely.
You
this
have
is
a lot of people who are
But then
fans
that-
of black
that's fucked
culture,
up.
but don't fuck with black people. You know? And so that's why I was like, we need to understand who
Right.
fuck with us and who don't. Meanwhile,
Right, but
David
that's
can't.
up to
David
us,
can't.
right?
Can't.
We need to
It
know-
is
we
up to
need
us, and we need to quit giving motherfuckers excuses. Like we'll give an excuse as to why a motherfucker ain't racist, even though they've shown us 8 times that they are.
I don't know.
Look, they do it all the time in law enforcement.
Yeah.
Oh, he ain't that bad.
Yeah.
I was his partner for like 4 years. He just dealt with your black ass for 4 years.
4
He
years.
don't fuck with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They know how to make that shit seem like it's
What's good, Mo?
So but yeah, I definitely agree with sis when it comes to the Jewish community. First of all, sis, I didn't even know these niggas had their own police. But I shouldn't be shocked because us growing up in Brooklyn, especially in some certain areas, I remember I have a story one day when I was little. Me and Retta, that's my godmother, we got on a bus one time to go home, but it wasn't the regular bus, the New York City bus. We didn't realize it was a fucking Jewish bus. They ain't say nothing to our ass. We got on and everything. They had their own fucking bus system.
Yeah.
But
They
then,
was looking at our asses
Yes,
like,
they
what the fuck?
but then when we
Now-
talk about having our own shit in the black community, people act like it's so far fetched. It's not. It's not.
But that's the mindset. But see, this is the problem with niggas, right? We going back to that because they are so deeply enslaved in the mind, they can't see past that. You're talking about people who have been systematically oppressed for all their lives, right? So because they're so used to the system and what the government has taught them that they can't see past that. And I'm not here to bash or talk down about my people. I love my people, but my own sister, our other sister, is one of those people. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh my God, they cutting me off the food stamps now because I'm making a little bit of money. What am I gonna do? What?
Ain't that the goal?
Nobody told you to have kids and not be prepared to take care of those kids and not, take care of yourself. Nobody's here to take care of you. But, part of that is my mother's fault for not showing her different or teaching her any different. So it starts from the home, right? It always starts from parenting, how you teach your kids and treat your kids and how they grow into adults and how they, it's generational. What they teach their kids when they have kids.
Right.
So if we could come together, we need to just come together and do what we got to do and stop talking about what we need to do and what we want to do.
Because all this talking ain't getting nowhere.
Right, but all the niggas who want to be ignorant and who don't want to do nothing, leave their asses where they at.
Preach.
Don't let them stop us from growth.
Preach.
Right.
You preaching right now.
Maybe your mama, and maybe your mama, and maybe your best cousin, and maybe your best friend.
I feel like I should put something in the collection plate because she preaching.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just the facts. Like the
real
facts
shit
is
though.
that, like my sister said earlier, all skin folk is not kin folk, and kin
Real
folk
shit.
can't always be riding with you either if they not
Facts.
really
Riding with you in
Hey,
Hey,
totality.
real quick,
Right.
I'm having technical difficulties on this end, so I'm just gonna produce.
So it's a lot of work to
Hold
be
on,
done,
sis.
yes.
Hold
But
on.
David
What
say he
happened,
having technical difficulties, so he just gonna produce.
he's like, I'm just here, but I ain't here.
Oh. What's going on, David?
He don't know what the fuck he doing.
Oh. It usually be on point.
Yeah, what's wrong, man? What you done did?
Oh, you having a hard
Because
time
I'm
today?
like I'm listening to you all on the on my phone. I'm listening to you all on my phone, and for some reason
some reason what?
For some reason what?
That's because sister was speaking that facts, and they was like, niggas don't need to know the facts. We want y'all to stay fucked.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I was like, yo, where I put in the collection plate at, because she was preaching.
Listen, y'all get me started.
Monica say David been drinking again.
But yeah, they. It's just so much going on.
Good point. Delon say unsuccessful people look for 1,000 ways as to reasons why they can't do something, and successful people just figure out a way to make it work.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know, here's I think what the biggest issue is, right? Is that we get stuck, the successful people, right? To speak on what he said. We get stuck in a place of, do we try to help them get on par, like to get up to par, or do we leave them behind? And that's just our nature, right? We're loving people naturally, and we care about everybody, sadly, even though they don't care about us. But I think we have to get to that. We need to take a little bit of that evil that white people have, Asian people have, everybody else has. We need to take just a little bit of that evil to be selfish.
Right.
And say,
but you know why that is? You know why we can't do that? Because we've been programmed to do that over the years. I mean, think about as slaves, we were taught to take care of their families, take care of their homes, to take care of their fields, to take care of all their shit. No one's ever, but at the same time, we were taught to hate each other, right?
Right.
For whatever, where you was a field nigga, you lived in the house, you drove the master around, you did this, you did that. So we looked at each other in levels, right? But we looked at them as a monolithic group, like, oh, they're all good, right? And that's the way we were taught. So we have to reprogram that stinking thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to log on from my phone because for some strange reason.
With that. And like I talk to my sister all the time about our family, and you know how I am is very different. Like I can have love for you and not deal with you at all.
I fucks with that. I fucks with that. Yeah.
Like we don't no speaking, there's absolutely no what you call it with me, no cordialness or the common ground where it's like I see you and I'm like, hey, no. Like if I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. Period. That's it. Like don't
she dead ass you,
and don't mean I want you to do bad. Like I don't want to see you do bad, but you're gonna get through life without the blessing of my presence. Because you had that, and what you did to lose that is your problem.
Right.
So, you know, and oftentimes people think, oh, I'm mean and I'm nasty, and I'm not. Or they say, oh, you're so aggressive. Like, but I have to protect my energy. I have to protect my heart. I have to protect my mind. I have to protect my son. I have to protect my house. So if I'm fucked up because you fucked up and you know, transferring that energy onto me, then I'm going to be fucked up.
Right.
Hey, man, you gonna quit walking in and out my door, letting the air out my house, man.
Oh, shit, let me plug my laptop in. I'm fucking up, too.
You good, David?
Yeah, man, I had to log in from my phone because I don't know what's going on with the computer.
Is that your MacBook?
Maybe the connection.
No, this the desktop.
The server's not.
Oh.
It looked like I might have to
the computer.
Well, no, because I had to get on the server on my phone. But they according to the thing, it said I should hardwire it in. But shit, I ain't had this problem in a couple weeks. So when we do it again, I'm gonna have to just hardwire it in. Because like on the computer, I'm looking at everything is froze except for the Truth and Logic that's frozen.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, that's all you right there. Because we've been talking some good shit.
Yeah, I mean I've been hearing you all through the phone.
We've been talking.
It's just not connecting.
I had to wait for the computer to stop acting up so I can link myself in on phone.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
So, since we're on Black Lives Matter, let's talk about a nigga that don't matter. Fuck is wrong with your guy Kanye West talking about he running for president? What is this nigga all the way off his meds?
yes.
I don't understand what's going on with that because he just came out of fucking
either
left
he is
field.
under medicated or over medicated, but it's something going on with that nigga's medication.
Because I know that he has stated before that he was running for president before a long time ago, but now that it's like fucking almost, it's July, almost summer's almost over pretty fucking much. He just came from out of nowhere with this whole I'm running, and it's just like, can you even run right now? And you would be running as an independent, but like where is he coming from with that? Because I know there has to be a procedure for him to even put his shit on a campaign to run for president.
Look here, first of all,
he's not talking about running for 2020. He's not.
That's what he alleged.
Oh,
that's what he alleged.
Talking about. I mean, it's not gonna happen.
No.
I do follow Angela Stanton, who is a Republican running for Congress for I think Atlanta. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
anytime we bring up Atlanta, I just gotta throw love out to my mayor.
He talking about Keisha Bottoms, girl. He in love.
So
I thought your mayor was Beetlefoot.
It's Lord.
He talk about life.
Hey man, what I'm need you to do is get your computer straight before you start fucking with me.
But go ahead, sis. What you saying?
He's trying to, what he's trying to do, right? And if y'all are kind of like paying attention to that, is he's trying to use Trump's strategy. Remember, Trump was talking about running way before he ran.
Right.
So I think he's trying to put it out there to get a feel of how people are going to respond to it. So when it's time to run in 2024, that, it's not like boom out of nowhere. It's not a shock for people.
Well, shit. First of all, Trump was talking about running way back in the 90s.
Yeah, that was like 93.
He was talking about doing it as a Democrat then. But here's what I want to say. Anybody on my timeline that's my Facebook friend or Instagram either, if you would feel compelled to vote for Kanye West, let me know so I can delete your ass.
So we're gonna talk about voting now. I'm not voting, period.
Oh, come on, don't say that.
That's not a good idea.
Okay, so you want me to vote for the lesser evil? Evil is evil.
But here's the thing. I know, because I don't like either candidate, but not voting actually is a vote for Trump. So yeah, you voting for the lesser of the evil. This is somebody that's gonna control.
Who is the lesser evil?
The lesser evil will be Freaky Joe.
Freaky Joe.
I don't. At this point, I think they're equally evil.
Really?
Like, I really do believe that, and the reason why is because they're both racist, and they both are not for Black people. Don't let Biden sit up there with his old demented ass and try to fool y'all and tell y'all that he's trying to do something for us, because it's not. Okay, that is to get the vote so he could get in and he could push his agenda.
Well, let's be clear. Can't no president really do nothing, right? Because that's one of my biggest problems when I hear people say, "Well, Obama didn't do nothing for Black people." Well, Obama did something, because Trump wouldn't have spent 18 months repealing shit if he didn't do nothing.
Right.
But the reality that I asked people one thing, I said, "Do you understand how the branches of the government? Do you even know what the branches of the government is?" And most people, to my shock, when you ask about the branches of the government, they start naming offices. The president, Congress, no, those are offices. Do you understand how the branches work? right?
The tree
Because
branch.
The president is just is part of the executive branch, right? All they do is sign off on and enforce the rules that come from the legislative branch, right? And the legislative branch is where all of the laws come from. So when you say something ain't on the books and you looking at the president and you mad at the president, you mad at the wrong nigga. You need to be mad at them senators, them congressmen, and them state representatives.
Thank you to your son. Thank you. Thank you.
Sizzle, don't log off. Don't log off, Sizzle.
Let me tell you how I felt. Let me tell you how I felt going into the polls voting for Hillary when it came time to vote when Trump became in office, right? So last election. I felt crazy. I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone because I wasn't feeling sis. I was not. I was like, she ain't really saying nothing. She ain't really trying to do nothing.
Right.
And Trump was talking a bunch of dumb shit. And I'm just like, I don't want to vote for either one of them. But I was like, you know what? At that point, I was like, let me just vote because she not as bad. She don't sound as bad as him. But then again, now you see all this stuff coming out about her. And it's like, and let me tell you something about my gut. My gut never steers me wrong. If I get a gut feeling about some shit, I'm not fucking with it.
Right.
Like, I'm just not. Even if I don't have facts or if I don't know something for 100%, if I get a funny feeling about something, I'm not doing it. I went into the polls and I voted for that woman with a nasty gut feeling.
Yeah.
Like,
what did you eat for breakfast that morning?
I agree with you because my gut never steers me wrong. When my gut say go to the bathroom, I go.
It wasn't even in the morning.
Shut up, David.
It wasn't even in the morning when I voted. But what I'm saying is that after that, voting for somebody I truly did not believe in, and I'm not doing it again. Like I told myself, that's also a part of oppression. The fact that now it's been told to us we have to vote. No, it's a difference between voting and voting for a party, right? So you don't have to vote Democrat or Republican if they don't stand for what you believe in. And I'm not going to vote for anyone. That goes like, even if it's work, right? And it's a bunch of us on the team and they want us to vote for some shit, but it is two different options that I don't agree with. I'm not voting.
Right.
I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to tell them, whoever it is, and anybody who's ever worked with me know how I am in real life is how I am at work. You take it or leave it.
Facts.
Okay, so if I don't agree with something wholeheartedly, I will not support it, and that's just period. Like I'm that's the bottom line. Like I'm not doing it, and I feel like, everyone is saying let's vote Trump out, but I really have a gut feeling that if we put Biden in office, it's going to be worse.
I agree.
You think he's gonna be worse than Trump?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You know what? I don't know. I don't know.
I'm gonna say I disagree with that. But here's what I will say though. I think that our problem with voting comes here. First of all, Delon, quit talking that reparations shit when it comes to who you gonna vote for president, because we already established that got to come from the legislative branch and the president is executive. You know what I'm saying? So that comes from the congressmen, the senators, and the House reps. So stop associating reparations with the motherfucking president. God. Okay, but where we have a problem when we vote for people is that we don't hold them to what they promised us. See, everybody else holds them accountable because here. Once they in there, check this out. This is how you get shit done. Who fucks with me, right? I.e., black people have $1.1 trillion worth of spending that flows through this economy every year. 1.1 trillion. That's a lot of money, right? So when you see what organizations and what businesses are funneling money to these candidates, if you don't get them to do X, Y, Z, I'm not fucking with you. One thing they understand is business. Look at the Washington Redskins. Them motherfuckers just said them motherfuckers said they wasn't never changing their name. What happened? What happened last week? Oh, we getting ready to we getting ready to do research to see about a possible name change. You know what I'm saying? Because people just started fucking with the money. You fuck with the money, you can get their attention.
Right.
That's because they jumping on this pandering bandwagon bullshit.
Well, what happened is that Nike, Wilson, and all these other motherfuckers who are responsible for $620 billion worth of revenue being funneled to the NFL said, yo, they stopped producing Washington Redskins jerseys. They stopped producing all kind of paraphernalia. They said, we're not fucking with it. So now, once you start fucking with $620 billion worth of shit, they like, hold on. What did you say you wanted? You wanted the name change? We was right. We was finna get on that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You got to fuck with the money. And that's what I've been telling people for years. If you don't fuck with the money, they not hearing what you're saying. You might as well be talking in sign language. They not hearing shit you saying until you start fucking with the money.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Man.
Okay. Well,
hey, that green, everybody listens to that green.
I don't give a fuck if you black, white, red, purple. You start fucking with them greenbacks. They understand that. Oh, wait. What this nigga say he wanted?
Hey, you start messing with that money, they be like, hold on. The niggers are talking.
Right. Speaking of which, did you see that shit in Mississippi where they was like the blacks are registering the votes in record numbers?
Yeah.
The blacks. I was like, guess what? We can read now too.
Right.
Stupid ass.
Yo, your son.
Crazy.
He said, it's not about asking the president for reparations. That's your assumption. I want to see where they stand with reparations. And Biden or Trump doesn't even support the thought of it. Biden was even against desegregation.
Okay, we talking about the 1977 interview, and I think I even addressed that already. All right, that's 9 years removed from King being assassinated, 12 years removed from Malcolm X being assassinated. The problem with politicians that you don't really know what the fuck they believe. They believe what the masses believe, and what was happening and what the fuck was happening in 1977. So take that. I mean, because here's the reality: that shit was around when Biden was running for vice president. I know because I looked it up, but I didn't say nothing because I was like, I'm not finna fuck it up for this black man. And it'd be my luck that we here at Truth and Logic, we the reason why the nigga didn't get elected. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, well, it is. Yo, here's the way I look at it. Whatever he told Barack Obama was good enough for him to get on that ticket. Barack was like, okay, I got you. It's cool. It's good enough for me.
Right.
I mean, but what can you tell me what it is about Biden that gets your vote? Like, what has he said that?
Let me tell you how fed up I am with Trump. My granddaughter, who's one, could get put on the ticket. I'm vote for her. You could put a German Shepherd on the ticket. I'm like, you know what? I think Lassie got some shit. I think a colleague. I think Lassie got some points. I ain't heard shit Lassie said. I don't want Trump punk ass in there. Any motherfucker that can say Black Lives Matter is a terrorist organization, and we already established I don't fuck with them. But then you can turn around and say neo-Nazis and Klansmen are good people. I'm not fucking with you, dude. Because before Trump got elected, hold on, David. Before Trump got elected, I told people, I said, he's showing you who he is. So when he get in office, don't be mad. He never changed from who the fuck he was. And now everybody acting all surprised and shit.
So what if Tom Dart decided to run against Trump?
There you go.
No, baby.
There you go.
No.
Who's the independent motherfucker? See some shit like that. I think I'd have to go with Portia on this one. Be like, no, I ain't gonna not vote.
No vote.
You know who I'm gonna go for? I'm like, who's on this independent ticket? I understand that you're not gonna win. But goddamn it, I ain't voting for neither one of
I
these
understand
niggas.
you that you're not gonna win.
But I ain't voting for neither one of these motherfuckers.
Oh God. Yo, David, you trying to throw in the wrench, like for real. Like you playing with the emotions of myself right now. Like you over here.
Hold on a second. No,
Like,
look, Michelle. Wait, did he cut the check yet?
Hell no.
Oh, he definitely ain't getting my vote then.
No.
Only certain motherfuckers done got it.
Actually, motherfuckers that did get it ain't even fucking
I'm talking about my check.
Your check?
That's what I know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about my check.
I know what you're talking about. Everybody fucking check at this point.
The nigga needs to cut my check.
I want my money.
So that I can bid you niggas adieu.
I can't wait to be like you when I grow up.
Hey, you know what? You'd have had your check. You'd have had your check if you was an inmate.
Oh, that's facts.
Dig that.
That's facts.
Oh yeah, we already know that.
Okay, let's not talk about this. This shit is fucking with my aura right now.
My blood pressure is level. I don't need it to go up.
Rochelle's I'm gonna see if your stuff come up.
My presentation.
Real quick. So we talked about Dr. Dre and his wife last week, right?
Yeah.
Not only is she trying to get $400 million, she's also trying to get spousal support.
Okay, see, now here's my problem with that. Here's my problem. Here's my problem with that, right? Once I cut the check for $400 million, to be honest with you, I don't have a problem with $400 million number, right? Because she was with the nigga when he didn't have 800, 900 million, right? He wasn't broke, but he wasn't a $900 million nigga. So $400 million, give it to her. Fuck it. Then it ain't like the nigga gonna be living with his mama when he cuts the check. You know what I'm saying? But the spousal support, once I give you $400 million, what do you need?
Exactly. Because if you can't live off $400 million, you know what?
You can't say I have to maintain a style of living as if I'm with you. Bitch, with $400 million, you definitely living like me.
My sister
I'm actually going through divorce right now. And we always talked about
what do you do? We need to come to New York. We need to get that nigga.
He ain't even worth it. He ain't even worth it. So we always talked about what we would do. Like you leave with what you came in with, right? And he ain't never had nothing. Like never had nothing, never tried to be nothing. And when it came time, I gave him a whole year. We were separated for a whole year and some months. And he the one who said he wanted the divorce after he cheated. And I was like, cool, file it. Because I'm not paying for it. This is what you did. He didn't do it. So I said, all right, I'm going to go talk to a lawyer and get this thing done. Because the whole thing was about him having control. He was himself, right? Like he's not happy and he's a bitter person. So he wants to bring me down, right? We're going back to the crabs in a barrel thing. So it's like, I want to have my cake and eat it too and make you miserable because I'm miserable and I can't get happiness within myself. So I'm going to take your happiness from you. And how I'm going to do that is use our son. So he says several things like, oh, you can't get alimony from me. You make more money than me. You better off trying to get child support out of me. Like things like that. And I'm saying that to say that she is bitter for whatever reason. And she wants to see him hurt. She wants to see him down. She wants to see him broke. Because there's no way that you're going to walk away with $400 million, even if it was $4 million, and say, I want more. Why? You didn't work for that. It's not
you ain't wrote one hit.
It's not yours. And on top of that, you got $400 million. You can't establish something of your own. And first of all, if you was with him all these years and didn't do nothing of your own, then shame on you. Be happy with the bone I throw you. Because had it been me, I would have had all types of businesses and investments to be good if shit didn't work out.
There you streets.
Right.
But you know what? A lot of these motherfuckers want to be kept, but that they don't say that. Look, I'm gonna tell you, the worst shit ever could have happened was these goddamn housewives shows. I ain't never seen so many motherfuckers have events that ain't got jobs in my life.
You know what? Me and my sister laughing hard because we fucking watch the damn Atlanta Housewives and be talking
Them
about
motherfuckers like, girl, I need you to come to my event.
All the time.
What event? You don't do shit.
They always got an event at their house or somewhere, and it's just like, where they getting this money from?
They getting it from the network.
Crazy. You want to know what's crazy? Because everybody loves to talk bad about Kandi, but Kandi is the only
She a boss. She's a boss.
Who is actually established and has real businesses and success. Like, don't get me wrong, Nene has success and money, but from that show.
Right.
If it wasn't for that shit.
Okay.
So look, my wife told me that Nene used to be a stripper. How?
Yeah, I knew that. My wife told me that a while ago.
How?
Yeah.
You ain't know that?
I'm saying, like, most strippers, even when they ain't got no body, they cute most time. Ain't shit cute about Nene. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it a buck.
No, she's not
Ain't
cute,
shit
but
cute.
I
She a little strong in the face.
Body when she was younger, before the kids, she probably had a body.
And her grill was fucked up. Her grill was fucked up when she was younger.
Maybe she had the social distance mask on and they didn't know. She had a cute.
Speaking of which,
she had a cute right here.
This goes totally off the rails. I heard that the strip clubs is open, but niggas is in there with masks on. I said, so they butt naked with masks on?
How you gonna breathe when you spurling down the pole?
I was like, so you dropping it? So you dropping it like it's hot with a mask on?
I mean, they not looking at their face anyway.
You okay? You right about it,
right?
This is where I'm saying to my point about Nene. Like, you don't need to be cute.
I guess
you could pop that ass.
You want to see some ass? They want to see some cash.
Okay, cash dog. Thank you.
Well, you can't look like a pit bull either because you can have a nice body. And,
I
would
rather your face not look like it could bench press 250.
But there's so many men. I'm gonna tell you, there's so many men out here who don't care. Like, them fuck some ugly bitches, and be like,
that's what makes it hard for good brothers. Because you got these strong-faced individuals walking around here like they dime pieces, and they really are a nickel and 4 pennies.
Man, I done seen some females. I'll be like, man, who got this nigga pregnant?
Right.
He's stupid.
Damn.
I can't with y'all. I can't today.
Come on now. Don't act like y'all ain't seen some of these females. Y'all be like, man, I look like a nigga I used to slap box with.
Why you keep taking the camera off your face? Because you got all these pretty people on camera, and then you.
Man, fuck it. I'm lazy. I'm trying to get the computer working.
This nigga holding his phone like my arm hurt.
I'm trying to get the computer working.
He's trying to get the production right.
Man, we got like a half hour of the show left, nigga. Just hold.
Hey. Unlike other networks, when they shit go down, they shit go down. Our shit still up, and I found a way to improvise, motherfucker.
Well,
we're a network now. We're a network now.
we the True Logic network. Goddammit.
David, even though you might not be able to pull up the headlines that I sent you, I still want to talk about it because the shit is wild, and I know it's gonna make people think.
I could try it. No, you know what? I ain't gonna try it because it's been freezing, then it might stay up there too long.
Right. Sis know what I'm talking about because we had a whole conversation yesterday. So it comes out. Wayfair. You know Wayfair, right? It's the online furniture spot where you can buy certain shit. You know, sign up membership.
It's not a furniture spot. It is a home essential store online.
Okay.
So you can get
like
everything
home.
for your
I know what I've heard of it. I ain't never been on that motherfucker.
Right.
I know my brother shopping.
Okay.
Me and Amazon in relationship right now. But go ahead.
Well, I hope your brother is watching right now. What you say?
I said me and Amazon in a relationship right now. But go ahead.
Oh, that's facts. I hope your brother is watching. So apparently there has been a connection made.
Hey, hold on, time out. Did you see what my son said about your husband, Portia?
What he said? No.
He said you had a bit of baby mama.
I did. Listen. Everybody tells me that. Everybody tells me that. And you know, it's crazy because that's my fault. I knew better. I knew I shouldn't have married him. But you know, you live and you learn.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm done. Go ahead, Shell. Knock that shit out.
Wayfair apparently there has been a connection made between missing girls and Wayfair.
Really?
Let me tell you how. Wayfair has put on their website storage cabinets, regular ass, rinky dink, put it in your garage storage cabinets, but something ain't right. The names of the storage cabinets have different names. You know how some stores they name different shit, but they're connecting the names with girls that are missing. So they have a storage cabinet that's called Samaya 5-shelf storage cabinet by WFX Utility. And you're like, okay, they be naming shit after people on certain stuff. But this is the fucking kicker.
Hold on, sis. You got to mention the fact that Wayfair is a seller similar to Amazon who lets other individuals sell on their website.
Okay.
Well, right? So
third party, they got third party sellers on there.
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Thank you, sis. That's relevant to what I'm about to say. So why a couple of days ago, because now they have corrected their situation, if you want to say that. How much? Okay, let me pose the question. So, Deron, if you needed a storage cabinet for your garage, right? How much do you expect to pay for that?
I don't know. We know I ain't no.
I don't know. My brother just bought
some shit like that. I don't know.
My brother just bought one for about $2,000.
Some shit like that. $80.
Okay. Your brother just bought one for $2,000, David.
2,000 for a storage.
Yeah, he bought a shed for $2,000.
Oh, a shed.
Okay, a shed. These motherfuckers was on here selling a storage cabinet for $12,000, $14,000, $15,000. Why are you paying? Exactly. So let's ponder that shit for a fucking second, okay? So now there has been a correlation between missing girls. The names of these girls are also being named for these cabinets, but they selling the cabinets for $12,000, $14,000, $15,000. Okay, I'm gonna see if y'all could see this right here. It might fuck up.
No, it's a glare.
It's a glare. Fuck, because David can't pull it up.
Go. That angle was good. Yeah.
That angle was good.
Right there.
No. All right.
No. Tilted that right there.
Right there.
Okay. This was a missing girl from Columbus, Ohio. 17-year-old girl, Samaya. Now look at the name of the cabinet, Samaya. And some people might.
Cabinet? Do you see that cabinet?
And the cross.
That ain't no $12,000 cabinet.
Facts.
Exactly.
Now, as I go, this was a screenshot that I took last night that I just did a search, right? Now, when I click this link, you see that this cabinet right here, bullshit. When I click, and you see the name, Naraya. When I click this link, it takes you to the Wayfair website, but they have changed the names. They took the names out. Now, you see the price right there, say $14,000 and some change. Okay. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. I want to fuck up my presentation here. That was one of them. I don't think they showed the one with the girl Naraya. But okay, look at this right here. If I can fucking get it. Thank you, David. Okay, we got something cracking. So this is another girl. If you look at the article, it says the South Fork police is searching for a 13-year-old girl, Samara. Damn, you had it up, David. It went away. Dupolis. They named her after a damn throw pillow. Why is a throw pillow $10,000 fucking dollars? Somebody answer. Okay, somebody answer that fucking question for me. And it kind of cut off at the bottom. Okay.
Somebody answer what is going to be done? Okay, like, so now that we on this topic, right? Because this angers
Right.
me like a motherfucker.
Right.
So now we're in the era of social media and everything being exposed now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's being exposed. But again, as we seen with the George Floyd situation, how these motherfuckers got arrested, but they ain't been charged yet. Like, what's gonna happen, and why is it taking so long?
Right.
Like, what when these things come out, the process needs to start immediately.
Right. Right.
Like, where is the investigation?
But then again, on top of that, sis, let's think about the George Floyd thing. They got the main guy. I ain't hear them say
down, fam.
I ain't hear them say nothing about the Asian dude, and then the two other guys, the black guy, which he is black, he light skinned as fuck, and then the other white guy. They had some GoFundMe money or something. They not even in jail right now. They out.
Right. They on
bail.
Right.
Is anybody questioning this? No, because they have not only kicked this shit off with the George Floyd thing, with the whole Black Lives Matter. Now that shit has died down. They don't give a fuck about Breonna Taylor's killers, and they not focusing on this shit no more because they're bringing up black stories of other black victims that happened a year or two ago to keep the people distracted. You don't see nobody talking about the George Floyd shit no more for real. Think about that. Wonder why that is, because y'all went out there to protest for justice for it, but guess what? They fucking with these black people that are not thinking, oh, let's do some murals. Oh, let's be in solidarity. Oh, we support Black Lives Matter here. To put you in a mindset of being fucking distracted from what has been said and done. Oh, well, y'all complain. Y'all went so hard for this. Let's just give these niggas a little bit. Here you go, niggas. And now nobody's even thinking about it. Nobody's questioning the Asian dude. Where the fuck he at? He arrested? Who knows? Last time I checked, it was a mugshot, but nobody said nothing. The other two have been let out because, of course, they pushed it on that. And then the only other thing that came out about the main dude that did the kneeling on his neck was they didn't have no black COs, guarding him. And that was an issue. But from then, what have we heard about the situation? Not a fucking thing. And then people keep pushing the Breonna Taylor, but that just goes into the narrative, the continued narrative that nobody gives a fuck about black women. And then they brung up the Elijah McClain, the young boy that died a year ago. Because not saying that it's irrelevant and that it doesn't need attention, but why are they pushing it now? Because they want to keep people continuously upset. They want to keep people continuously distracted. And then in between that, they're like, oh, here's a Black Lives Matter mural in the street. Here's a fucking, I'm in solidarity. Here's a, you know what? We're going to change our team from the Redskins to just the Skins or some shit like that. It's like, people, wake the fuck up now. Hello. I'm sorry, I had to go in. I'm fucking irritated.
Talk about it.
So
David should have gave you a full screen.
It's okay. David is
he's doing
his best right
difficulties over here.
He's doing his best right now. But I don't want to get away from this. I don't want to get away from the child sex, the fucking sex trafficking thing. Because people, you can't tell me that this ain't no bullshit. You can't tell me that there's no correlation with what I just shown you on here and think that it's like, oh, that ain't no connection. Get the fuck out of here. Now, sis, we talked about this last night. Guess what somebody just sent me? It's another thing talking about Walmart. Which
hold on. Wait. I got stopped in that. What say again?
I'm gonna see if I can put it on the screen.
Oh, I knew it.
Now, this was an article somebody just found, but it was in 2017. Nobody was thinking about this shit. Look at this here. Can I see if I can fucking do it without the glare? 7 found dead in a truck at Walmart in human trafficking crime. Hold on. Look. Dylan. This is a toy chest with a boy's name Dylan. Look at how much that shit costs. Wow. Who the fuck is paying that much money? That has to be some child trafficking shit. Hold on. I'm sorry.
David got it on the screen. Okay,
thank you, David. That shit's wild. Then it was another one.
But even though the dates are years ago, it's still around the same time as the present.
Exactly.
Because exactly.
Okay. So this was one from earlier this year. I don't know, David. Can you? I don't know if you. There we go. Thank you. Rumors of even though with this shit fucking up, David, you still A1. Rumors of human trafficking at a Newport Walmart Motel 6 are unfounded. And look at the date on that. That was just in fucking January. Also, this puts in my mind, which is giving me a kind of a wake-up call to something else with Walmart. Think about that moment when they was doing all of this deportation of Hispanic people and the immigrants and how they was keeping supposedly them kids inside a giant Walmart. Didn't we touch on that?
That was in Texas, in San Antonio.
Yes.
What happened with all those kids?
They
so
still
it's
down
like,
there?
or they being shipped through a motherfucking storage cabinet. Okay? Because who the fuck is paying that much money? I don't even know no celebrities that probably paying them that much money. But if they are, then they probably doing it because they fucking nasty. So
yeah, that is who's doing it. It's the celebrities who are a part of, deep state.
Your Epsteins, your Clintons, your Trumps,
Right.
All of that shit. All of
Speaking
that.
Speaking of Epstein, old girl they just arrested. She finna come up dead because she like, I'm telling on everybody at.
I don't know.
She better not mention the Clintons.
She's probably the one who spilled the tea about Wayfair because she was in bed with the I think it was the CEO, one of the owners of Wayfair.
He wasn't the CEO, he's the president. Because I looked up the CEOs last night and they billionaires. I was trying to see what the hell their connection was too. And if they had any pictures or anything with connection with them. So I wasn't able to really get anything, but definitely it was the president. So
hold on. I want to put this out there. Truth and Logic is not talking bad about the Clintons. We would never do that.
well, first of all, Truth and Logic ain't said shit. It was David that bought their names.
Damn.
Okay.
You look at my damn. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this.
But you finna try to black me out or something?
No, no.
No, okay. I was trying to bring up Skeeter Mills, but that shit ain't working.
And then your son DeLon has said Epstein was going to start telling. That's why they killed him. Everybody encourages snitch until it's their turn.
Yeah.
He said these rich folks in politics.
My name's Skeeter Mills.
We have to date him.
My name's Skeeter Mills.
We have to date him.
Yo, Shells, I was listening to you, but David said, fuck what you were saying. He was
I'm having difficulty with this shit delayed. I stopped pushing it. The next thing you know, I hear Skeeter Mills come up.
See, that's what I be saying with the disrespect towards black women. I don't understand.
It ain't even disrespect. It ain't even disrespect of black women from black men. It's disrespect of black women from David.
Damn.
Yeah, nigga.
Hey, but you know what? Speaking of that.
My connection is fucked up. I can't see my sis. Like she frozen. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, she frozen and paused and muted.
Okay, sis, if you can hear us, we can't see you. I don't know what's going on.
That must be her end.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's her. It's her this time. It ain't you. Damn.
She just.
We love you if you don't come back on, but what you was gonna say,
Well, no, because I talked to Shells about this day. We was a few of us had a conversation about the 50 Cent thing, about what he said. So we was I was looking at doing a show. Okay, I think we got Sis back on. I was talking about doing a show to where we could have a panel going where we have black men and black women to where we can talk. Us three will moderate it, and the black men can air out their grievances, what they have against the black women. The black women can air out their grievances, what they have against the black men. And the biggest rule in this is no disrespect. Listen to what the other ones say, because I think that's one of the problems we have in the black community, especially as far as relationship, that we don't know how to talk to each other, and we don't talk to each other as a collective. Right. So what do you think about that?
Make it happen.
Yeah, that nigga said make it happen, Captain. I agree.
So I'm gonna generate a flyer. We come out with a date for everybody that is listening. Hey, we come up and talk. We should be able to have a civil conversation without disrespect.
Facts.
Right.
Facts. Yeah, I think it'll work out. We just got to get people to actually come on and do it, and not saying I want to do it. And
they'll be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be there," and then all of a sudden it's crickets.
Right.
Right.
They ain't even showing up to the party. But also Delon said that organ trafficking and sacrifice. That's absolutely facts.
Yeah, and the biggest time of year the kids go missing is right before and right after Halloween.
Right. If anybody wants to look deep into this, and try to have an open mind, because you're gonna think that it's bullshit. Take a look at hashtag Pizzagate. Take a look at that and see how that shit fucks your mind up. Cause
Hashtag Pizzagate. I ain't never heard of that.
Hashtag, if you go on IG, because you can follow hashtags. Go on IG. It's gonna take you to a whole bunch of hashtags. I've been following a whole bunch of shit, but hashtag Pizzagate. That shit gonna fuck your head up.
Oh wow.
I mean, because we Truth and Logic show. Once you see that truth, you probably not gonna believe it, but the mom said me and Jessica will be there. She got some explaining to do.
Talking about for the Battle of the Sexes debate.
Oh, okay. She got some explaining. Hey, don't be airing out your own shit on the show.
like had happened before.
Facts. But
God bless the dead.
But yeah, you cannot tell me that there is no correlation, that's bullshit, that no, they just so happen to name some shit after a girl
that's missing.
And that ain't no regular name. It's not like her name was Helen or Karen. Her name is specifically spelled. So it's like you can't put 2 and 2 together with that and think that something is fucking up. And then on top of that, nigga, who is paying $10,000, $12,000 for a fucking storage cabinet?
For a $100 cabinet.
So now, and let me just say this too: if anybody decides to go on their own and go on Wayfair, let me tell you something. They took that shit off. There's the most expensive cabinet I looked on myself. It cost $2,000 to $4,000 for a storage cabinet, and they have not put any names on it. Now they just put measurements. But that specific one that David pulled up there, that one that says Neirah, that's Neirah, utility cabinet. David, what the fuck are you doing?
Being retarded.
It was kind of froze on that picture. I thought the shit was
fuck
funny.
You, bro. Look, we can't be doing this light skin on light skin crime, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
we gotta get on the raw.
Yeah, all right.
But if you look up that girl's name and you type in her name in a WFX utility, it's gonna pull that up on Google. It's gonna pull that part section up. But when you click on it as if you want to buy it, it don't go to it. But if that ain't proof right there to show that some fucked up shit going on, I don't know what to tell you. Stay asleep, stay dead, stay a fucking robot.
That's how you feel?
Yeah, I'm dead ass serious.
It's cool, Portia. We know. We figured David probably infected your connection.
It's okay.
Wow.
I love you, sis. You came with the fire today, but
she always when she get on the roll, it be like, damn.
He had to put it out there. But yeah, that was my main story that I wanted to touch on because nobody gives a fuck about the children, as David has always said. And people really don't give a fuck about the children because they the ones that suffer the fucking most. And because they suffer the most and people don't care, they are the ones that suffering the most because a lot of shit is happening to them and nothing is being done about it. But shit is slowly but surely coming to the light to bring light to it. But what's going to happen is people are going to dismiss it or the media or other outlets are going to be a distraction for what the fuck is really going on. You got to decipher.
You know what this shit reminds me of? Like hearing you talk about it? Is that remember about 2 years ago, might have been a little longer than that, when it was seen to be like this massive movement of kids taking a stand, talking about we matter, this, that, and other.
Yeah.
And that shit lasted for about maybe 6 months.
5 seconds.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it was like everything else, like shut the fuck up. All right, we moving on. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because they want to silence these children when it comes to shit like that, and that's crazy. Because
this nigga say.
Because if anything to me, most kids, especially the little kids, they don't be lying like that. They be telling the fucking truth.
Mm-hmm.
They'll tell your ass you ugly. They don't give a fuck. They honest to a T. So it's
Mama, why her hair like that?
Right. So it's like, why don't we believe the kids, or why are we not pushing to definitely save the children? Yo, your brother David, he said
that's what he put up on the screen.
He said, start everything over. Nah, David, nah,
nigga, that's what
Derek,
you go back and watch for.
Derek, I want you to go back so you can see what I talked about this Wayfair shit. Since your brother told me that you just bought something. Yo, that shit is wild. These niggas is nasty.
But see, the reason they don't give a shit about the kids is because kids don't vote. Kids don't really bring in revenue. Like they have all the
No, go ahead. I was about to say they don't vote and they don't have an economic base. Like what if they get their money, they gotta get their money from you. So
right. So what they do, they like around Christmas, they post all these commercials on there so the kids can go big mommy and daddy. Mm-hmm. They know that the kids are not bringing in revenue, so they don't give a shit about the kids. Mm-hmm. I mean, if they really gave a shit about the kids, look at the shit that they trying to push it on the school system now. They trying to take parents away from parenting.
If they gave a shit about the kids, like you saying, they wouldn't be pushing to reopen the school, especially in states where this shit is rising at ridiculous rates. That's number one. But if they gave a fuck about the kids, when they cut spending, the first place they would look wouldn't be the public school system.
Right.
Exactly.
Also,
or they wouldn't be talking about taking police out of the schools, and especially in some of the most troubled schools.
Right.
Some of them niggas just training to go to jail. I'm just saying.
But if you think about that too, I also feel like nowadays they treat school like jail.
They do. I mean,
you gotta dress a certain way.
But it's only in certain areas.
Right.
Like in the inner city schools, got the bars on the window, shit like that. It's a mental thing.
Right.
Getting you prepared for your future.
Right. Bars on the window. You gotta dress a certain way, a dress code. You gotta have your books and your bags checked.
I believe in the dress code.
So
I believe in the dress code because
why?
I believe in the dress code because at Leo, we started off with no dress code. And I've seen people get their shit snatched. I've seen people, with the shoes or whatever. So they should be focused on class and education, not focus on what the next.
Who got on Jordans and who don't?
Right.
I can kind of give you that. I can kind of give you that. Because
Right.
I mean, because kids are assholes by nature. Yo, I got these new Jordans and you got on Pro Kids. Although I don't know what's fashionable no more. Because I see motherfuckers wearing New Balance like that's the new shit. I'm like, when did that become fashion?
Right.
Man, hey, I don't know, man.
I'm like, I remember back in the day, boy, you get caught with some New Balance on, you was either white or you definitely didn't have no money.
Right. So,
You know, because
at first I didn't
white
agree
people don't
with
give a
that.
damn about no fashion. They like they I thought they were nice. They New Balance, they match. They comfortable to go running in, and niggas be like, nah, son.
Yeah, you ain't never lied about that. White people up there, they like you said, they wear New Balance. Niggas got Jordans, but the white people got that good meal where you got a motherfucking bologna sandwich or some shit.
Man, you know.
But you look good.
Hey.
So yeah, that's because at first I didn't agree with the dress code at first, but as I started to get older and I started to look at certain shit, I'm like, nah, these kids need a dress code because, like you said, you got the people that they're flaunting to the poor kids' face. So that's what made me start to agree with dress code.
Yeah, I give you that. Ain't a whole lot that I agree with you 100% on, but I agree with you with that because, like you said, kids are some harsh motherfuckers, and that's one less thing that they have to talk about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got on these Jordans. Nah, motherfucker, we all got on these blue pants, these white shirts, and these black shoes. Nigga, shut up. Right.
Now as far as the bars and shit on the window, yeah, they preparing you for jail, but shit, some of these schools, you remember Joe Clark, shit, some of these schools need that shit.
Expeditiously. No, but I mean, you know what, but again, it's a mentality though, and you don't see that shit in the suburbs.
Right.
And you got some bad motherfucking kids in the suburbs. You don't see that shit in the suburbs. They have security guards, but you don't see.
What about Dalton and Riverdale?
To speak like, okay, I don't know what they are now, but when I was substitute teaching, as fucked up as them kids was, there wasn't no bars on the window. And that's as close to the city as you're gonna get.
And I you know what? I would just love to see Deron substitute teaching nowadays. He would fuck one of the motherfuckers.
Nah, hey, look, man, I think I told the story about it was this one little dude named Steven. That, to this day, I ain't substitute talking about 20 years. And it's a little nigga named Steven all day. Steven, stop. Steven, sit down. Steven, quit. Steven, all day. Mm-hmm. And then, so, you know, get to the end of the day, and he messing with this little girl. She's like, Steven, quit bothering me. And so I sat him in the chair. I was like, hey, Steven, sit down. That boy jumped up at me. Before I knew it, I had him on the desk. And I was like, boy, don't do that no more, man. Something gonna happen to you. You know what I'm saying? The next day I come in, because it was like a week-long assignment. And they was like, can we talk to you for a minute? I was like, yeah. I walked in there. They was like, did you have a problem with Steven? And I said, yeah, I did. You know, they was like, you can't put your hands on him. I said, look, let me tell you something. If he jump up in my face again, I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I react. I react. It is what it is. So I was like, do you all want me to go home? They was like, no. They definitely didn't want me to go home, because I think it was like me and one other black male teacher. And I think he was a sub too and shit. They was happy to see us. I put like this. They were so happy to have me that I substitute taught damn near like I was a full-time teacher. I had very few weeks where I wasn't there at somebody's school 5 days a week.
Hey, them white folks are like, oh shit, we're safe. The niggers are here.
the big niggas
we
back.
We need him.
They're like, oh, the big niggas back. He can control the little niggas.
Did you want me to leave? No, nigger.
They messed
don't
around.
want you to leave.
They messed around and put me in my mama's classroom one time. She was a teacher's aide. And they put me in her classroom. And this dude was popping off at the mouth of my mama. And I was like, hey, dude, shut up. And he just kept talking. I said, hey, dog, I'm not going to tell you again. He's like, man, I'm just saying. And his boy nudged him, was like, hey, man, I think that's her son. You might want to shut up. Because the next thing out of my mouth was like, my man, I'm going to have to catch up with you when you leave up out of here. That was
3
the next.
o'clock.
It wasn't even going through. As soon as this bell ring, I'm going to catch your ass outside that door.
As soon as the bell ring, ding, ding, nigga.
You ain't going to make it. You ain't going to make it to your locker, nigga. That's where I was at with it. Say one more word. Say one more thing to my mom. It's going down.
Right.
I'll meet you in the yard, nigga. Come on. Hey, he was like, man, you need to be gangbanging these books. So what you two on? I kill kids for breakfast.
Damn,
say one more thing, I might be the one to kill your motherfucker.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah, nigga.
Hey.
Gang banging on breakfast in this one.
Hey, I know we had the technical difficulties. I won't be here next week. I'm gonna be in Bronson, Missouri, for the people that don't know. But doing a little family trip. Unfortunately, we won't be able to get you the outro music today because I don't know what the fuck going on my computer. As Monica said, I bought a 99-cent computer. I guess shit. Fuck you, man.
That's what happened when you gang bang on breakfast and get your computer from the dollar store.
This nigga said you went to Dollar Tree and they had a deal.
Man, they had it was buy a computer, get a mouse free.
Let's just say Dollar General.
No, I think it was buy the mouse and get the computer free.
It might have been shit. I was like, damn, this is a good ass deal.
You like, man, that's good. Anybody else got this? They like, no, nigga, it's just for you.
That's it. Okay. Well, we gonna close out.
Yeah, we gonna close out. So family, I'm gonna get the flyer together. Me, Deron, and Michelle. We gonna talk about when we gonna have this Battle of the Sexes show. Right. We make sure that we get all the rules out. We will also have a disclaimer for anybody that want to get on. We not pretty much. You got to be respectful.
Right.
That's pretty much, yeah.
So
gotta be
go ahead. Go ahead, D, with your spiel. I know.
Man, I gotta come up.
Last 2 weeks, so you should know.
I gotta come up with something different. But we out of here. It ain't 7 days, 6 days, 22 hours and shit. So we'll just see you when we see you. It's your boy Deron, but you can call me the Diz.
It's your boy David the Dude.
Yo, and it's your girl Shells BK. Deron said, "Here, nigga, damn, we be back."
We'll be back.
Yo, but make sure you check us out and always feel the real.
See you when
and it's your truth versus my logic.
We out.
We out.